Hi, Karina here, your Lucid Living Coach. How's everyone doing? If you're new to my channel, welcome. I am Karina. I'm an intuitive life coach and astrologist. And I do YouTube videos on mostly moon cycles and astrology. And I just started my number series. So that should be fun. I'm going to start doing videos that you guys could watch forever, not just transit videos. But I think transit videos are extremely helpful. So that's why I do them. Now, what is this? Okay. So I was guided to pull up the United States birth chart and share with my family, my soul fam, my YouTube fam, my Instagram fan, my Facebook fan about what I see and what I look at when doing predictions. And everything has a birth chart, including your pets, your kids, your business, your time when you buy your house, and as well as states. Now, the United States was birthed, okay, into the New World, July 4th, 1776. Now, that's obviously the old world now, but in that time, that was the New World. With that being said, let me refresh your memory about history. In 1774, there was the smallpox that wiped out the indigenous people and Spaniard quests. Okay. Very similar to a coronavirus. Okay. It wiped out the old world. And 1775 was when Continental Congress was created, which is the government that we see today, where we have very few officials making decisions based on the mass population. Okay. In 1776 was the birth, our independence into the New World. Well, by what my intuition was telling me and my guides earlier this year was that we are reenacting this, okay? We are experiencing a death like back then, where people were dying. The old world was dying. The old systems are dismantling, and that is a very old system. The Continental Congress, it's been around for a very long time. Multiple systems have been around for a very long time, like our school systems. However, they are old and they no longer work for us. Our children are learning way more on their pads before they even get to kindergarten. They have eye and hand coordination. They're learning, their brains are amazing, and our children are evolved souls. And I think that we should listen to them a little more. And with that being said, now is the time. 2020 was the year of gestation. There is growth that we don't see, like when you plant a seed and you water it and you nurture it, and it hasn't budded yet. That's what we're in. We don't see the growth. We see the death. We see the dismantling, and it has got everyone afraid. But what are you afraid of? Something new? Something great? Have you ever been so scared to start a new job or quit your old one that you hate? If we were to live just based on fear, we would never grow and evolve. We would never even see other things that might be happier for us or better for us. It would keep us stuck. And this is seen all over the media and television. It instills fear in us and doubt. And it really makes us think that we haven't evolved as a humanity at all. But really, everything that is being seen is all bias. And pretty much in the new world, we create our reality. And if our reality is searching things that don't bring happiness, that brings fear, guess what? Everything is going to pop up that has to do with the fear that you have. So be very careful what you search for. And in the Bible, it says, be careful, little eyes, what you see, be careful, little ears, what you hear, and be careful, little mouths, what you speak. And that was no lie. You don't even have to be Christian to know that that is a correct verse or statement, right? Especially in the new world of the World Wide Web. So, have you ever noticed if you're searching for something, let's say you're searching for a couch and you find the couch you want, they're still giving you advertisements for the couch. It's called internet marketing, and it's pretty cool when you haven't found the product you want, but it's really annoying when you already have the product you want and all you're seeing is stuff that you don't need. Now, have you ever noticed if you're just talking about something, it pops up on your phone as an ad of some kind? Creepy, right? But it's a part of the new world. Hence why I say that we manifest whatever that we think, whatever we speak, and whatever that we're really looking at. So, with that being said, be careful what you're looking at and what you're looking for. And always come with an open mind. All right, so let's get right into this chart and let you guys see what I see. All right, so the United States, this is the United States chart. We're a rising Sagittarius, okay? We pretty much think that we know everything as the United States. Like we got it all under control. All right, we're very educated and we're very lucky. We are, I felt, for a long time, we have been extremely lucky. People from all over the world want to come to the US or did. All right, next we have a moon in Aquarius, which makes us very, very eccentric. And we are communicators. We have the news all over the place and advertisements. And in this area is we're really about our daily routines as well. And we're ahead of our time usually in a lot, like the future, we're very progressive and well, some places are. I'm in the Bay Area, so San Francisco, Berkeley, melting pot, right? We're very progressive and very liberal, and we have experienced growing up with every race, religion, and kind. So it makes us very open-minded and accepting, and we're all fam here. Okay. Then we have our sun over here in Cancer. Our home is very important to us, and we protect it. Okay. We have Jupiter here. We have pretty good relationships with our home and with others, okay? Financially, let's say. We get our way, okay? We are definitely passionate about that, and media, and talking, and speaking. But now, Saturn here's in Libra as well, okay? We're really big about building partnerships, okay? Business partnerships, like we're all networkers. There's a lot of organizations of that kind. Now, I'm going to go over here. This is the full moon lunar eclipse that is happening on Mark Twain's birthday, November 30th. This is at 8 degrees. Okay, see here, I'm pointing. I'm going to point with my pointer. 8 degrees of Gemini. Okay, this is 8 degrees of Sagittarius. Now, the sun will be in Sagittarius and the moon will be opposing it in Gemini. This is a full moon. Okay, it is a partial eclipse. Now, eclipse changes things. So the most eclipses that you could have in a year is 7. And this year we have 6. So we are changing. It's like, I feel like it's a very mutable year even if it's 2020, which four usually is pretty stable. Like a chair has four legs, right? It's like stable manifestation. But if you look at the Saturn, the symbol for Saturn, which is a very stable sign, um, it's not it's not fixed. It's cardinal, but it's stable and it's showing up. Okay, if you do ABC, Saturn's going to give you ABC. Okay, so it even looks like a chair to me. Okay, but it hasn't been a stable year. It's been a very mutable and all over the place year. And that has to do with the nodal points right here. So the node is in Gemini, and Gemini and Sagittarius are mutable signs. And what that means is that's not stable. Mutable is very changeable. It could change its mind or direction at any time it wants. It's an air sign. Air, you don't really see it, you can't really catch it. And it changes, right? The direction of the wind can change daily. It could be going that way, it could be going this way, it could go up, down, all around. We don't know. Okay. It's very unpredictable. Now, that is where we have been focused on for the next year. Okay. We still have another year with this node here. Actually, let me get my ephemeris. So this is my ephemeris, and it looks like it's changing in December of 2021 into more of a stable fixed energy. Okay, so right now we're just going with the flow. We're pretty much wrapping up 2020. Isn't that crazy? Oh my God, it's crazy how fast it flew by. We're already in Scorpio season. And Scorpio season's all about the depth of life. Okay. It's the unseen, it's the hidden, it's the taboo, it's things that we don't even talk about. Okay. It rules the genitals. So, you don't see people going around doing pleasuring themselves in public, right? It's a very behind the curtains, behind the scene type of thing. And it's something you don't talk about, right? If you're having problems down there, you're not going to bring it up at a dinner party, right? Okay, so that's all Scorpio. Scorpio energy that is very underemphasized or overemphasized is very different. That's unbalanced. You have balance and under and over, right? And so it could be Scorpio energy, it could be very rash and vulgar. It could be like, oh God, I'm just bleeding today and it's blah blah blah. It can make someone feel very uncomfortable if they're not used to being honest about that kind of stuff. So getting back to this chart right here. Okay, now I said 8 degrees of Gemini. What's at 8 degrees of Gemini in the United States chart? That's Uranus. Okay. Now, coming up here on Halloween, we are having and I'll just look it up. Why not? We are having a full moon in Taurus conjunct Uranus. Okay. So we're going to experience the next 2 full moons here in the United States with Uranus. Okay. So this is shaking us up. It is changing our value systems. It is changing stuff. Okay. Because Uranus over here, Uranus is transiting Taurus. Okay. Taurus is the ruler of the second house. And it's going to be conjunct Uranus. And the second house right here is the value. Okay. This is the United States value. Okay. Pluto's in Capricorn. So it's actually a Pluto return. Okay. So if I were to show you right here, right now, where's Pluto? At 22 degrees. Okay. So it's coming up to 27 degrees. That is going to be like, complete collapse, complete dismantling. Okay, right now the old world's been trying to hold on for a long time. They want to continue doing the system the way it's always been because they are in power and they have control. Have you noticed that there's all old people in the Continental Congress? There's like, we have 2 old presidents. And I think it would be fun to look up both of their charts just to try to predict what might happen or who might get picked. But it's the old world holding on, okay? And they have the power right now. Even though there's more of us younger new world energy here where we're just not liking what we see and this is not the world that we want to create. Like it's our world now, the youth, people even younger than me, but it's like it's about 40 to 50 when people should be stepping more into the power, and changing the world the way. So pretty much the old world is dismantling and wiping out. And when Pluto comes up to the United States, Pluto return, let's see, I'll just check to see if it's going to be in 2021, and it looks like it is. Oh, wow. So the 27th degree. Oh no, it's going to retrograde. Ooh, it's going to retrograde. It almost got there. Now it's retrograding. So yeah, that we're not going to see that in probably until 2022. But from what I could see here, that's going to be a huge shift because it's going to then Pluto will eventually end up in Aquarius. But right now, Jupiter and Saturn is going to be coming into Aquarius right here. And it's really going to show us what's not working for us. And this is the United States South Node. It's time for us to be more creative and more about the deeper things instead of just like the social, the value. And that's surface, right? The second house over here, this is surface. This is just what we want. Like we want a nice car. We want name brand clothes. Like that's so surface. That's very Taurus. Taurus likes nice things. It likes nice food. It likes nice wine. I love that. Okay. But the 8th house is more on the other side of that. Like I value deep soul connection. I value relationships. I value my family. Okay, these are like on a deeper level. I value my freedom. Okay, that's going to be one that maybe we didn't know that we wanted or valued until it was taken away. Right? We want we just want to play and we want to have fun and we want to create and we want to be heartfelt. Okay. So this is like where the United States is heading over here. And we're going to find most of our luck being there, being more heartfelt. And now let's go back over to the full moon. Okay. So with this full moon being exactly conjunct Uranus at the United States, Uranus. The United States is going to have a sudden shift in our daily routines, in our habits, how we nurture ourselves and how we nurture others. We are going to probably during this time be very antsy for change. We'll want to move forward and we're not feeling like we are because of all this coronavirus stuff is starting to come back in. More restrictions again will eventually be in place. And there is going to be, I think, a lot of uproar. Okay. People are going to be very instinctual because that's what Uranus is. It's it's also being detached from emotions. Okay. So we could also be changing, being very changeable, like mutable in the way that we're reacting emotionally, because the moon reflects our emotions and how we see the world. And that's being conjunct the United States Uranus. So the United States could just go kind of like, it's kind of like chaotic. It's like a chaotic shock, unpredictability, it being impulsive. And Gemini also in esoteric astrology is the soul, personality, and communications. So I think the communication area is, we're going to be getting a lot of new information coming in, and a lot of new ways of communicating. And as personally, it's also your higher self and your lower self, which also has to do with the masculine and the feminine energies. And I always talk about the twin flames because they are equal in masculine and feminine energies. And this is a portal. And this is like also relating to the pair of opposites. And it's a bridge between the soul and the personality. So it's about building something from the heart, right? And that's what I was saying about the United States is this is Leo is the heart, and that is the north node of the United States. Okay, I have a north node in Leo as well, so I understand that the Aquarian energy is about the groups, supporting, being a part of the group, and Leo is being a leader. I'm going to take a little sippy whippy. Is about being a leader, and leaders, good leaders, are heartfelt. They actually care. They care about humanity, and they don't care about the ego. Okay. I see a lot of people in politics that are all ego based. They, like, oh, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that and I'm great and I'm better than him. And yeah, it's really just really gross to me. That's why I'm not into it. But yeah, so it's there's a bridge that we're building between this this soul and personality that we have. It's like our higher self and our lower self. And I think we're gonna a lot is going another wave is gonna awaken. So there's people that are on different timelines and different processes as far as like their awakening. They're awakening to their God-like consciousness, their connection with God, their oneness, like how we're all one. Okay, we're all here on Earth, and awakening to their soul, really, like who they are, because at a soul level, we all individually have a soul, and spirit is all the souls connected as one. Okay, and that's like the spirit. That's the wholeness of one humanity. And so the ruler of this particular full moon is Mercury. Okay. Now Mercury will be in Scorpio. Okay, so tomorrow I'm recording this. What's today? I'm recording this on the 26th of October. So Venus and Mercury are going to be moving into Libra tomorrow. Now, by the time November 30th comes, Mercury will be in Scorpio. Okay. This is the third house. So there will be a lot of people talking about things, secrets coming out, secrets being revealed. It could even be because it's after the election. Like remember like the last time, like we were finding out all that stuff, like how like Trump kind of like had an N, and then like all the emails from the Clinton, and so similar stuff is going to come out in regards to that will change how um, how we're running things. It's like the daily and stuff like that. But I just wanted to show you, that everything has a chart, and that this is how I do my astrology, on just like keeping an eye not only on the United States chart, but collectively, because collectively is what we're going through right now. And this is happening. This chart right here, Halloween, is this Saturday. So right now, hold on, let me pause this and then I'll show you. All right, so here's today. Here's the sun. It's in Scorpio. Okay, the depths and secrets of life. And then here's Pluto. So it's Jupiter, Pluto, and Saturn. Pluto is right in between Saturn. We're feeling really hopeful, right? But we're also feeling that hope comes with a change that needs to happen, a death that needs to happen, an ending that needs to happen in order for us to have our rebirth. Okay. The moon here is in Pisces, and it's coming up to Neptune. It could be very delusional. It could be very sensitive, like you're feeling a lot of emotion, and it could not even be your emotion. You could be very detached, either detaching with mind altering substances, detaching in a way of like your dreams are more loud. Okay. This could be also just the feelings of isolation. It could be hospitalization. But yeah, this right here today is like, we're not seeing things clearly. We're not experiencing and seeing the world for what it necessarily is. I think that that could be a problem, especially in communication, because we have this Mercury retrograde, and Mercury and the Sun are coming together. A lot of Leos and Geminis and Virgos are coming together and hanging out more. But when this happens, when a planet comes really close to the sun like this, it deadens that planet, because it gets burned up by the sun. If you know what I'm saying, it's like a very bright light, like the sun, and you're close to it. You don't even see what's around it because you're getting blinded by the light. And so, Geminis and Virgos will find themselves being tired. Okay. And humanity could have some problems getting their words out and their point across. And, but it's going into Libra tomorrow, Mercury. So it's gonna retrograde at 29 degrees of Mercury, and I will tell you that I think that was at the end of September. Yeah. So whatever was going on the end of September, September 27th, we're having a relook at. Okay. So anything that retrogrades, it passes by the same point 3 times, and this is the universe telling us, pay attention. Pay attention to this point. We want you to be mindful. Okay. So it looks like Mercury was moving along. Okay. Moving right along. It was at 29 degrees. around the 27th of September. Okay. It retrogrades. Okay. Because it already dropped into Scorpio. Then it retrogrades and it's retrograding back in to Libra on the 29th of October. Okay. And no, on the 27th. Yeah, it says 6:33 on the 27th, which is tomorrow. All right. So see if you see a similar theme. I journal. I totally encourage people to journal or have like a calendar where you write things down that were extreme. So it could be like, I was extremely happy today, or I was extremely upset or offended or triggered, or this happened or that happened. And it's good to keep note of things because when it comes back around, you could totally look and be like, oh, you know what? Someone had triggered me and I reacted in a way that I didn't like around, and that's going to come back up. So I'm going to be more mindful just in case I get another test from the universe. How am I going to react? Am I going to choose to react differently? Okay. Once it retrogrades, it's going to start moving direct in November. So November 3rd. Okay. And it's going to be really close. So we have to be careful with our communication and our driving and expect delays, even more traffic than normal. Okay. Then it's going to pass back over it on November 9th or 10th. Okay. So those are the 3 points. So with retrogrades, we're learning something. We're going inward on something. We're going inward, not only on the way that we communicate, but the way that our mind is perceiving things. Okay. And that changes pretty often. The moon changes signs every 2.5 days. Mercury, it can change signs a couple times in a month. Okay. So when it's not retrograde, I think it can change like three different signs because it's fast. It's pretty fast moving. But the moon is the fastest. And that's why Cancers could be moody because that's their ruling planet. So I'm pretty much done with this. I just wanted to let you guys know that the next 2 full moons are huge. The one this Saturday is huge because it's conjunct Uranus. And the full moon on the 30th of November is an eclipse, which is conjunct Uranus in the United States birth chart. So this isn't going to be worldwide for that Uranus, but it is this coming up Halloween. Okay. This Saturday it's transiting. Sun is going to be conjunct, or moon is going to be conjunct Uranus. So I could, here, let me just show you real quick. So if I go back and I have the United States, and then I'm going to put full moon, lunar eclipse. Boom. Oh, nope, go back. Sorry. I got to change this because I want it to be on top of each other so you guys can kind of see, or just like the wheels around the outside. I think that could be easiest. So this is the United States chart on the inside. Okay. And then these red ones are the transits during this full moon lunar eclipse. Okay. So you see the moon is on Uranus. Okay. And the sun is opposing Uranus and the moon is on Uranus. So we're going to be wacky tacky. That emotion could be, it could be panic. It could be anxiety. It could be frustration. It could be just chaotic. And it's just why I was feeling driven to show you guys this, because the 6th and the 12th house, I mean, this is isolation, and this is daily routines and health and healing yourself. And this is the collective energy house. You know, we're really going to be, some hidden things are going to come up. The sun sheds light on darkness. Okay. So even though this is a dark ending house, this is the house of death, and the sun's going through there, it's showing us something. Okay. It's showing us something. So just be mindful, be awake, and keep your eyes open, and be very mindful of your reactions here in the United States. You don't want to go doing things that you're going to regret, or you're going to have Saturn that's going to provide you karma. So whatever you put out in the universe, you're going to get back at some point, and you can thank Saturn for that. Saturn is the devil card in the tarot. Okay. You're chained to this karmic body, and you have to pay your karmic debts. So if you do something bad, you're going to pay for it. You know, it's the systems that are in play. It's the structure. We're always going to have systems and structure as long as we have Saturn. Okay. Even though that the old world is dismantling, we're going to create a new system. Okay. Of keeping things in order. Okay. So don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. Like, yeah, I just gonna shut my mouth sometimes. But yeah, we're definitely gonna be angry, and we're gonna heal some aspect too of like our home. You know, we're healing our home. There is anger around our homes. And you know, I'm sure there's a lot of Americans that have lived the American dream and bought the house, and they're experiencing hardships, either with the high interest rates because the fires are crazy, or getting their house burnt down, or not being able to stay on top of their mortgage because of a loss of a job or a career. I mean, this American dream has been a nightmare for some people if you bought into that illusion. So a lot of things are coming to light. A lot of things are happening and shifting. And my advice is go with the flow and be happy where you are. Because if you keep looking into the future, oh, I'm going to be happy when everything goes back to normal, you're never going to be happy, because happiness is in the present moment. And happiness is being happy where you are today. And you can't base your happiness on the outside world. You can't base your happiness on who gets picked as president. You can't identify your whole happiness and your existence upon a system. Okay? So just remember that you are in control of what you believe and how you react. And you are in control of your happiness, ultimately. I could be happy sitting in a dark room with nothing. Maybe, I don't know, Miss Miyagi's always here. I have fun doing these videos. She's looking at me. She's like, really, mother. But anyways, I just wanted to shed a little light and just show you guys what I do and what I'm looking at. And it has a lot to do with astronomy, because without astronomy, we wouldn't know what planets are out, what asteroids are out, what degrees they are. This is a cool little system we got going on. Like this is like the new age, the new world of technology, where back in the day, I'll show you. This is what astrologists had to do. So we can get a lot done and know a lot more these days, because when we pull a birth chart, we go through this system right here. Okay. It calculates everything. Okay. Back in the day, check this out. Astrologists, let me stand up and hold it. Whoa, why can't you see that? Oh, that's shitty. Okay, maybe if I stand back like this. Okay, so back in the day, astrologists had to calculate and map up everything from an ephemeris. Is that nuts or what? They would have to look up each thing and map out an astrology birth chart by the degrees and everything. It was just an empty chart like this, and you would have to fill it in and stuff. And now look at how spoiled. We just type in your birth information and it pops right up, everything, and we can focus on the reading of it, okay? And that's how I feel the old world and the new world differs. The old world spends so much time on details of things just as the foundation to start the creative process and the evolution, okay? Because if you think about it, like, you know, things like how to spell something. I mean, I could spell this like harmonica a different way, okay? And if I'm holding it and I say harmonica, people are going to know what I'm talking about. Now, if I spell harmonica with a K instead of a C, people are still going to know. But it's about playing it, okay? It's playing this that really is something. You know, I can call it buka if I want, right? I could call this buka. Buka or harmonica, it doesn't matter, right? That doesn't really matter. The thing that matters is if you can create and play it and appease someone, right? I love the harmonica. You know, if I had someone playing the guitar and some beats, that's great, right? So I'm really excited for the new world and everything that comes along with it, because everything has its pros and its cons, right? Everything does. Everything has a yin and the yang. Everything has a light and the dark. Everything has dichotomy in the universe. And dichotomy, someone asked me, what's dichotomy? Dichotomy is just opposing opposites, okay? If there was no opposites, even in physics, there would not be any solar system or a life, right? We would just fly out, right? But there is magnetics that work together, and that's going to be a huge thing in the future. Magnetics, you know, we're not going to have to just always be, you know, using the sun for everything. Magnetics is going to be huge. So with that being said, I'm going to sign off because now I've been babbling, and it's just like, it's because I didn't structurize what I was going to talk about. I didn't prepare, and I just flowed with whatever I was feeling. And sometimes it's good to be authentic and organic. I am Virgo moon, so I always like to prepare because I always want to have what information that I want to give you guys, and with the least amount of time possible. All right. Well, I hope you guys have a beautiful week and a very happy full moon. And just be careful driving. Please, guys, don't go out to a Halloween party and drink and drive, or be on your phone. Like, super not a good time to be out with the retrogrades, Mars and Mercury, and having the full moon on Uranus, which is accidents and head injuries. So just be mindful, y'all. And yeah, this November 30th eclipse is going to be cray cray for us. So yeah, just go out and make the best of it. And if you're really passionate about a political party or a president, go out and vote. I got my ballot right here. Woohoo! I'm going to fill that out, send it off. But yeah, thanks guys. Your Lucid Living Coach. Oh yeah, and I wanted to show you. I have merch. Okay, so I just got it in today. I did not get my tote bag, however, today. But here's my tote. I painted this. It's a lion because I'm a Leo, and this is Lucid Living by the Leo Queen. And it says "Stay awake," and it has, this is the left eye of the lion, which is the feminine eye. And then this is the right eye, which is the masculine eye. And then on the other side, it says Lucid Living Movement in the Tron letters. So I have sweatshirts right here Okay, it has lucid living movement down the spine. So if you want to support me or buy merch, there's different colors. I got a gray. I also got this shirt and also the lucid living movement going down the back like that. And this is at my Teespring, and that will be in the link below this video, a YouTube video. But yeah, I'll show you. I love to cut shirts. So I'm going to be like, I cut this shirt. I'm going to cut this one as well. So I'll show you guys. There. See? The print came out good. I haven't washed it yet, but here's the back. And I'm going to cut it up and I'm going to make it my own. And yeah, if you guys want to know how I cut my shirts, just drop me a message. And then here is the sweatshirt. And this one I got the gray one. And then here's the back. Lucid living movement. So this is my first design. I'm going to make pretty much all the zodiac signs eventually, but it's going to take some time. Just so far so good. The quality seems really nice. And I'm excited to start having some merch for you guys, because people were asking me for it because I'm an artist, and this is one of my paintings that I just had printed and it came out good. So I'm pretty excited about that. And yeah, if you would like to book a reading or some coaching, you can go to www.lucidlivingmovement.com. I just organized my website in 4 different pages, so it's going to load faster if you've already been over there. I changed some things around, some pricing and what I'm offering. And yeah, I'm super excited about what's next. If you'd like to support me in buying my book, Break Free to Stand in Your Power, that is also for purchase for $20 on my website. There is a payment button there, or you can Venmo Lucid Living Coach. All right, guys, peace out and have a wonderful night.